Hello internet, it's been a while. I've been off air for a little bit. Numerous things going on in the world, and speed bumps. Yeah, obviously unless you've been hiding under a rock. We've got a new monarch, new Prime Minister. I've had COVID again, and this time was pretty bad, I'll be honest. The first time I had COVID was Christmas, and that was a breeze, I'll be honest with you. This time, not good. I was lucky enough to get away with a few mates to Portugal to see a couple of buddies who lived there, and I must have got it off the aircraft coming back, because as soon as we landed back in we had to fly to Manchester, not Birmingham. Got back into Manchester, I started feeling rough almost immediately on the way home. So I've either got it off the aircraft or I've got it the day before we set back. But this is now day 11, and I was actually clear yesterday, day 10. So I had it for 9 days, from what I know of, possibly a little bit longer. Obviously, whether you're a royalist or not, very sad news regarding the Queen. I've got a message coming up on the dashboard. Remote key battery at 50%. Okay. I don't know how to get rid of that. Like that. Okay. Yeah, it was a sad day. Well, for me personally, it was. You know, some people don't like the monarchy, some love the monarchy, each to their own. And Boris has gone, and then we've got Liz Truss, who is, to be honest, poison chalice. Everything what's going on, she's only been in there 2 or 3 weeks, and everyone's blaming her for everything. To some extent, she's made some stupid decisions. But this ain't a political channel. This is a bike channel. Just me talking cobblers. It is afternoon. It's just after the 20 past, coming up to 20 past 12 lunchtime. It is my wonderful daughter's birthday today. So she's at home, and her boyfriend is baking her a cake, which I'm going to have a piece of later, I hope. Not too much, because I'm too fat. Right, today, it's been a while. It's been quite a while actually since I last spoke to you or did any videos. I've been away a couple of times. I'm lucky enough. I went away with the missus, and we went to Italy, to Pompeii, around there, Naples. Beautiful, very hot, especially Pompeii. 5 hours walking around there. If you do want to see videos of Pompeii or anything historical, battlefields, I have got my normal channel, which is just called the WOODMIESTER. There's probably links in off this channel. If you want to look at the other videos, you'll see liked videos I've put on. So if you do want to look at anything like that, you can jump on there. That's the normal YouTube channel. This is my new hobby. This one. Right off in the distance, which I don't think you're going to see, you got Cleal over there, and Brownclay, Ludlow's all over that way. You got the Wrekin in front of us, Telford. We're just heading on down towards Bridge North as we normally do on these rides out. And we're going to go through much Wenlock today. much Wenlock, a lot of people don't realise. Apparently, well, there is signs to say so, and there's Uncle Google tells you that it is the home of the modern day Olympic Games. I don't know the chap's name. I'm being lazy, I should have had a look. Guy who lived there started the games, and the modern day Olympic Games have taken off from there. We will ride through much Wenlock. We're going to go across Wenlock Edge out towards Church Stretton, and maybe Stokesay Castle for a cup of tea. If you've never been to Stokesay Castle, it's a fine ruin of a castle. Quite a lot of it's still intact. It's only a small one. It's out towards a few miles further past Stokesay. You've got the borders with Wales, so there was quite a lot of castles and forts built back in the day. And it's a nice little place to visit. And so you've got Church Stretton up the road, you've got Craven Arms the other way, plenty of stops if you're on your bike for a sandwich, cup of tea, and lots of beautiful countryside that goes with it. And then you can go through there out towards Clun, out towards Wales, some fantastic roads, beautiful scenery. And as you know, I do mention pubs quite a bit. There's quite a lot of pubs out that way, but oh, stand by, someone's calling me. Anyway, I forgot where we were. Yeah, much Wenlock. 2012 Olympics in London, very successful. We all watched as a family, and the mascots, I think there was one or two of them, were called Wenlock. I still ain't got a clue what Wenlock was supposed to be. And if you know, I will try and stick a picture of Wenlock in the video in a second. If you can tell me what it is, be my guest in the comments, because I have not got a clue. I really have not got a clue. Anyway, right. I was talking to my daughter about these videos, and I was thinking about putting a bit of music in, like the ones I've done from Italy. And again, if you would comment, please, I might put some music into these when I've shut my gob, and you can just watch the view and listen to a bit of soothing music or a bit of rock music, whatever. And my daughter reckons it spoils videos, so comments appreciated on that, if you wouldn't mind. And I'll shut up now, and I need to get around this trail of tent, because he's yeah, tractor coming. Off we go. Okay, we ain't too far from much Wenlock at the moment, or at the minute. I think we're about 3 miles out. When I started the channel, I know it's still brand new and I've only done 3 videos, this will be the 4th. I was toying with the idea of calling it the Battlefield Biker. I've mentioned before that me and some like-minded pals have we all used to work together. Some were ex-military, some were not. Different regiments. Lots of banter. We've been doing the battlefields now for 20 years, and our founding father, Graham Smith, who was also known as Penfold, because he resembled the character out of Danger Mouse. One of the nicest people I have ever met, and who I was lucky enough to call a friend. He sadly passed away May the 20th, which was devastating for his family, all his friends. He was loved by all. A proper, genuinely nice guy, proper character, funny as they come. Just a lovely guy, and we were all devastated by that. And So that was put on the back burner. Hopefully next May time-ish we'll go back to France and scatter some of his ashes. And then after that I lost the best dog I've ever had in my life. She's only 10. She went to cancer as well. Beautiful dog, a chocolate Labrador named Mynd, and we're all devastated. So it's been a bad year, and obviously not just for me. I ain't feeling sorry for myself. You know, it's how can I tell you about me? I can't obviously tell you about you because I don't know your story. So we've had a hard time as a family. My brother had a heart attack last week. He's had a stent, so he's on the mend. And obviously then you had the Queen as well, and the sadness of all that. Like I say, if you're a royalist or not, we are. So I was very saddened by it. And then I've had COVID, so it's been cack, to be honest. But things can only look up, can only get better. Just coming into much Wenlock. There is a plaque. I'll try and video it as I go past, give you all the information that I mentioned earlier about the modern day Olympic Games. As a side note, rather, not an issue, it's not an issue. When I was a kid growing up, one of my favourite programmes of all time, still is, was UFO. Jerry Anderson production, Commander Straker, Moonbase and all that. And apparently Gabriella Drake actually lives in Much Wenlock, apparently in Wenlock Manor, so she's done alright for herself. Obviously if you don't know who she is, Google her. Beautiful woman in the day, and she lives just in the village here, or village, it's more of a town now, but still got a village feel. Lots of old buildings. Here we are, Much Wenlock, contributed to the home of the Olympic Games. Great pubs and restaurants according to the sign. So yeah, she lives here, and so he's famous for a couple of things really, or infamous. Right, when we dip out of here, I'm going to do a left at the bottom. I'm not even going to go into the town centre. I might do that on the way back. It's very quaint, lots of very old buildings, little shops, restaurants, taverns. I'm going to head out, as you can see on the sign here, towards Church Stretton, Craven Arms. We're going to do a left, and then we're going to do another left and up over Wenlock Edge. I'll just stick behind him for a little bit. I don't want to be speeding that out of the town. Petrol station here, or some kind of Birchfield garage. Right, we're going to do a left here, up over the top of Wenlock Edge. There is a pub on the top, which was derelict for a number of years. I do remember when it was actually open back in the day, and that it's been derelict, but they're rebuilding it. I can't remember if it was just called the Wenlock Edge or the Wenlock or the Edge, but we'll go. Oh, we'll be going past that. It's alright, the ring doorbell's just gone off in my head. Okay, I'll just get around this car. I'll leave the camera rolling a little bit now while we go along here. It's going to be a bit boring, I would imagine. There's some great views for me, because obviously my eyes are a little bit higher up than the camera. I don't know if you're going to get to see across the valley or not, but this literally cuts across, right across the top of the edge, the hill. It's amazing really if you can if you had the views. I might try and stand up and show you a little bit, but Anyway, going back to the battlefields. Yeah, we've been doing it 20 odd years, and camping in Normandy by Pegasus Bridge. That is an amazing story. Just to jump in quick, here's the pub that they're restoring. Yeah, the Wenlock Edge Inn. Open for food, fantastic, it's back open. The old one was that tired, it was built of wood, it collapsed more or less. Yeah, so we started off camping in Normandy, jump on the ferry, get over the other side. We've walked it, we've driven it, we've cycled it on our push bikes when we did all the D-Day beaches, from Omaha all the way back up to Sword and Gold. Went onto the ferry at Portsmouth on our push bikes, went to Cherbourg, camped for 4 or 5 days, different campsites every day, all the way across the beaches and the battlefields, and that was fantastic, that was. And we've been to Ypres in Belgium, the Menin Gate, very moving ceremony, 8 o'clock every evening. Passchendaele, Tynecott, we've been everywhere really, but we've still only scratched the tip of the iceberg. There's so much to see, if you're into that kind of thing, that is. So that's what I was going to call it, the battlefield biker, but I'll just stick with the black country biker, because I'm round here more often on the bike than over there. I don't know if you can see across through the trees, I don't think you can. We're really high up now, we're right on the edge. There's a drop to the left and there's a massive drop to the right, and we're just threading the needle across the top really. The road's a little bit damp, and there's the leaves are starting to come off a little bit, could be a bit slippy. At the bottom of this hill there is it's an old train station called Lungville. I think it's called Lungville, and they've converted it into a house, and they've kept the platform and the sign. Cracking little place. Get a bit of a view across there now. That's the Mynd. That's where we're heading. Unless it starts hammering down the rain, then I'll be turning my ass around and heading back. There's the train station behind me. We'll get on the way back. Longville. And that house there is just stunning. But there's a few ghosts in that one. I'm just going to pull in here so I can I'm going to put the power cable into the GoPro and make sure it charges while I'm not recording. So bear with me.